Good morning. It's Friday the 23rd of July and it's about 9:35. We're just back from the 8 o'clock Slimming World group. Yeah, it was lovely because it actually felt quite normal to go to group this morning. We're lucky because we meet in a rugby club, so there's a back entrance and front entrance, which works really well for social distancing. Kelvin's still got his screen. The weigh-in lady doesn't write in your book now. She writes on a post-it note and then sticks it on your book. You put your own card in the weigh machine. You can keep your shoes on or take them off. But as I got weighed with my shoes on last week, I chose to get weighed with them on again this week. The seats are set out in a really big horseshoe, 2 rows of horseshoe. Our room's big enough to do that, and they're all socially distanced. The interest table was back, which was really nice. The raffle was back. But we're not bringing back the Slimmer of the Week basket yet. Some groups have chosen to, but we're not comfortable in our group with 24, 26 pieces of fruit going in there that have been handled by all and sundry to then be handed to somebody else. It just doesn't feel quite right yet. It's not the safest place to be. So we've opted not to go for that. We're not having a drinks table yet either, but of course we can take our own drinks if we choose to. So it all felt much more normal. And we can take our masks off during image therapy, but I think most people kept them on, didn't they, Joe?
Yeah.
It sounded like when people were speaking, but there were only 1 or 2 who had taken their masks off. And it was a really good group, thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, how did I do? Well, I'm back loosely on plan. I'm not going to say I'm 100% on plan because I'm not. I'm not finding it easy at all. I'm a bit of a scenario going on in my head where all the weight I've gained feels like it belongs to somebody else. I need to really give myself a reality check and accept that this is me and this is what I'm dealing with, because it's still in my head, it feels like it's happening to somebody else, which is weird. So got on scales this morning and I'd lost a pound. I'm happy with that. I'd be happy to lose half a pound a week as long as it's coming off. And I never lose big the first week because I've said many times on my videos, I don't retain fluid. And a lot of people will say, oh, I had a big loss. It's my first week back on plan. I lost 6 pounds, I lost 5.5 pounds, I lost 8 pounds, whatever. That's water weight. I'm not a person who holds on to fluids, not even in this heat. So I'm not going to come back to you today and say I've lost 5 pounds and 4.5 pounds of that would be water. I actually lost a pound, which feels real, which feels normal for me. We're all different. So it was good to actually have a loss. It feels so much better and I feel much more motivated to carry on when I've had a loss, because I can be very negative if I had a gain. Having a gain just makes me think sod it. And I was a bit scared of that this morning, if I'm honest, because some days it's been really hot and we've just not felt like eating. I know, sorry, that's my phone. I know Joe shares this with me, that when it's really hot we don't want to eat, do we, Joe?
No, just don't feel like
you know, you get up, you have your breakfast and everything, and you go out and you come in and it's like, it's not just can't be bothered, it's just like I'm not hungry.
It's lunch. I find lunch is the hard one. Breakfast and tea's fine,
yeah, but lunch, it's that coming back when we've been out in the morning, coming back at like 12:30 and thinking by 1:30 we should be thinking about having some lunch, and we actually will make a coffee or something and then we're just like, I'm not hungry, I'm just too hot, I can't be bothered. It's like 29 degrees out there, or this week we've had up to 32 degrees and we're not used to it. And we just haven't felt like, so I've been skipping lunches, I'll be honest with you, because I just have not wanted it. And I've been eating ice cream and lots of fruit and stuff, but it doesn't matter. That's where I'm at today. I've lost a pound this week. That's where, you know, my journey's going, and I'm just going to keep going. It's good to be back in group. I could not do this without my consultant. I could not do this without the support of a group. I'm not saying that we all need to be in agreement in group. I'm not saying we all see things the same way. Everybody views plan differently at times. You know, and you'll hear things in group that you want to roll your eyes at, and you'll hear other things that you want to clap your hands at. And it's just, we are a mixture of people following the same plan that can be interpreted in different ways. And, you know, I don't eat meat. I would say most people in my group do eat meat. So what they're going to talk about eating isn't always what I'm going to be eating. And you've just got to find your own way in this plan that fits within the what Naomi reminded us this morning is up to, 15 sins. So we aim for 5 to 15 sins. It's not a target. You don't have to hit it, but that's as high as you go. So it's between 5 and 15. That was a good reminder for me this morning, because part of me still wants to go, well, I could go over today, take it off tomorrow's. But under the new thinking at Slimming World and the new stuff that was shared with us during the lockdown, we are now actively not encouraged to carry sins over. They don't talk about 105 a week anymore, it's 15 a day. And I prefer that. I actually prefer that. So yeah, all very positive. Some people back in group that I've not seen for a while. A friend was back there today. It was lovely to see her. And it was just a good place to be. It was a positive place to be. And I'm grateful I was able to be there. So it's a short video because we're now going to have breakfast and then we're going to go walking. This week, well, it's been so hot, we've cut our walk down to about 2.5 miles because it was, I was getting burnt. I burnt all the back, walking in shorter shorts, I burnt all the back of my legs. So today is much cooler. So far this morning, the sun's not really up and out yet. So we're going to have our breakfast, then we're going to go walking, and then we've got stuff we need to do this afternoon. So busy day, but I like to be busy. So grateful to everybody who's come back to see how I've done. Thank you for all the love and support I got last week. I will get around to answering all of the comments. I've done quite a few of them, but I ran out of time. But thank you to everybody. I really do feel encouraged by your comments. And we'll see you next week. Cheers.